Yo, what's going on? It's your man Ricky Dawn, and yeah, I have just caught up on the next episode of Temptation Island, and we have to start with this couple here, Brion and Shantae, because the episode starts off with Shantae finally seeing the clip at Bonfire and witnessing Brion commit the ultimate sin and having a threesome on camera, all right, in front of the world. And it is extremely surprising to see that Shantae holds it together. She doesn't break down crying. It's almost as if she grew up in front of our eyes because everybody knew that the minute Shantae saw that clip of Brion and those two young ladies, we all knew immediately that she was going to break down in tears. And the opposite happened. She stood strong and she did not break down. And I think this is something that happens after you've been hurt multiple times. You've been hurt over and over again by someone who you love. And I think it's the result of starting to come to realize who that person might be, right? Nobody ever wants to think that their partner is a cheater or a backstabber or their enemy even. And I think after multiple occurrences of seeing them behave in a way that doesn't correlate to what they say or their actions not aligning with what they're saying, I think over time you become kind of numb to it and you say to yourself, you know what? I'm not going to allow this person to get the joy of seeing me upset. And this is her exact words. She said, Brion and those two girls, they don't deserve my tears. And it was a moment of strength for Shantae, in my personal opinion. And I can't tell you how many times I just wanted to go on IG and find Shantae's profile and just say, hey, I sympathize with you. And, despite what Brion has done to you, you are a beautiful person. And I'm not just talking about physically either. I'm talking about just the way that she represented herself and the way that she represented her boyfriend. She even broke down when she finally did break down. She kind of talked about how she had been, telling the other guys at the villa how great her boyfriend was, and to now have to go back and kind of, correct herself. That broke her down. Surprisingly, of all the things that could have broken her down, it was surprising to see that that was the thing. That was the straw that broke the camel's back, if you will. But very, very happy with Shantae in this episode. I just saw it's crazy how I just turned off the episode and I jumped right on camera. But this episode, Mark allowed the couples to send each other messages. So, it was very surprising to see that Shantae still wanted to hear from Brion. Everybody wants Shantae to hate Brion, including myself. We all want her to say he's a dog and he doesn't deserve another chance. But this just speaks to her character. It speaks to the person she is. Oh, she's a person who is openly Christian and